Hi, my name is Kevin and welcome back to the Breakdown series. The one and only Tarkov show where a funny speaking Dutch dude talks about what's on his mind. This one marks the 15th entry of the series. The link to the playlist will be in the description in case you haven't seen the others yet. As always, we start off with a plug to the stream on twitch.tv/KRASHED. Come check it out and say hi. It's live 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. And before we start dissecting some raids, click the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my uploads. So this first clip will be in the reserve, running a super budget Kedar loadout. We start off the raid normally, roaming the map, picking stuff up when we run into some guy with a Mosin. Oh fuck man. He was not from outside. It was an inside job. That's a nice Mosin you got there, man. Fuck, there's another dude. No. After we kill him, I can hear someone else, so I listen if he's here to make a push or maybe unaware of our location. But after listening out for a little bit, he doesn't seem to be pushing, so we can grab this stuff. Oh my god. SNB, dude. Please, guys, don't run SNB in your Mosin. Just don't. It's a bad idea. Bad idea because SNB doesn't do 80 flash damage, so you're not gonna be able to one-tap somebody in the chest. 7 and 1, and then LPS, and then all the others for the Mosin. Yeah, so like 4x has 80 HP, right? So if your bullet does more than 80 HP, you're gonna one-tap somebody in the chest. If they run no armor. 7 and 1 will one-tap up to level 4 armor, so only if you run level 5 you will tank a hit. Level 5, level 6. Yo. Alright, so there he is. After exchanging a couple of shots but not landing a kill shot, we reposition. As always, to throw our enemy off guard and be more unpredictable. And another one bites the dust. Also, despite the SMB ammo, the Mosin might still come in handy later because we now have a long range option to complement our close range Kedar. I forgot to take the guy's ammo and it might show us empty in the inventory, but there are still a round in the chamber. In the interest of time here, we jump a little farther into the future when the next scenario plays out, where we slowly continue to upgrade our gear leading up to the final boss battle. Was that AI? He knew instantly where... Also, a side note for running the Kedar with the suppressor. They are unable to take the 9x18 PMM rounds. Your gun will show up as red and unable to fire. So don't get caught with your pants down and be mindful of what ammo you put in your mags. Even if the bullet fits, it's not a guarantee the weapon is also able to fire them. Okay, that doesn't work then. He knew instantly where to shoot. Clapped by the last SMB, dude. After he drops, we don't rush the body immediately. We made a bunch of noise and people will probably be scouting the windows right now. We pick some more stuff up and played a little slow. We replaced the Mosin for the MP9 since we are clean out of Mosin ammo now. Better to have a functional secondary on the sling rather than in the backpack. We still take the motion because we might find some more ammo for it later. We fix the cutter mags, repack the ammo to make full mags and basically get ourselves as combat ready as possible before we venture back outside. But before we go out and expose ourselves, we scout the area. Especially the area where we are looking to move into. And we formulate a plan. This does not have to be very complicated. I just want to spend as little time as possible in the streets where I'm overly exposed. So this here is where I want to go because the PMC we killed might have some good loot or a better gun for us. Crossing the street diagonally exposes us to so many angles and multiple tall buildings overlooking. I don't want to make this beeline because unless we get extremely lucky, it will mean certain death. So my plan instead is to move to this building adjacent to ours. Being indoors will mean less exposure and our weapon setup with the Catter and the MP9 favors close range. So we move to the White Bishop for a pit stop and we catch our breath and then from there we move to our final destination. Does that say fruitcake? Fruitcake or not, there's definitely some fruitcakes in the building I'm about to move towards. So you guessed it, pop a painkiller. Let's go in. If you don't know why the painkiller, I suggest watching the other breakdown videos. The playlist is in the description. When we move into our kill, as always, we clear the immediate area before we even think about looting. By the sound of it, our fruitcakes are upstairs doing their fruitcaking, but everybody knows that rats love fruitcake. So we sweep the immediate area to make sure it's clear for us to loot. Alright, there's guys upstairs. It seems clear so we can move in. Like I mentioned before in the previous episodes, what I like to do is create a squirrel stash in a more safe location. Drop my gear there and then loot the other person's stuff and sort it out in my stash. Our kill has AKs, which are an upgrade over our current weaponry. Okay, nice. Let's see if this guy comes down. I'm also debating to get the armor from the scav. Probably should. We replace our armor with the one from the dead scav because ours is almost toast. We pop another pane and start moving up towards the fruitcakes. Let's go in. Not from this side. It's way too exposed. I know they are in here somewhere, so we infiltrate slow and cautious. They have no idea we're coming, so we push whilst listening out for some more sound cues as we move up. I know there's a dude in here, or was. There's bullet impact on the wall there. This bullet impact on the wall is a clue and an indicator that they might very well be on this level. So this happens pretty fast, but right as the first guy drops, I catch a glimpse of his teammate on the stairs on the left. They both got caught by surprise and I want to give Fruitcake 2 no chance to react. So we push immediately and take him down fairly quickly. You told me before you wanted to see the loot, and these guys were fairly geared, so this is what my backpack looked like when we hiked to the extract. So for this one we get a viewer kit. You can redeem these in the Twitch chat and give me any loadout to play the raid with. These kits can consist of anything you want, but they have to be functional. This kit in particular is very much in the grey area of functional though. I mean, it's a gun, it has bullets and it fires. The AK-74 without a buttstock and a night scope. To top it off, they have given me tracer rounds. These are notoriously bad, so they will heavily affect my playstyle. This is not a kit I would recommend anybody to run. You will most likely have a bad time, but let this clip be an illustration of how you can make the most of a bad or less than ideal kit. Yo. Bro. You said it's a 300k kit with a 200k key card. This is interesting to see the pattern that the searching takes. So first he does the key card, then he does the green tea, then he does the Amelia, then the bandage, and then the splints. Why though? That's actually pretty interesting. You guys think that the first item you find is the most valuable one? It goes by value. Yeah, it must be. Uh-oh. We have found the M4 man. Well, we heard him anyway. There's a bunch of guys here, dude. Yikes. Where are they shooting though? I don't see him. Maybe on the top of the hill. I really want to get some distance between this because I need a headshot with the tracer rounds. From the sound cues from earlier, I know it's going to be multiple enemies. I roughly know their location, but not exact. And because of our setup and their strength in numbers, we really want to get the drop on them. So the push up is a little more cautious. Remember, always play by your loadout strength and be smart when engaging multiple hostiles. I'm not running a kit that allows me to bum rush in like a maniac and hose everyone down. So I'm not going to. We have to play this smart. I spotted that guy mainly because of his gun sticking out. He has not been looted, so our guys must be around. We set up shop from an ambush position and my assumptions get confirmed when they open the door of the souvenir shop. That's a dead guy, isn't he? Looks like a gun, like a stock. Here is where we have to be patient still. Assess your enemies. What kind of kit are they running? This is very important to know if you are running a less than optimal loadout. I know from the sound earlier that one of them has an M4 and this often means that they are pretty decked. It's difficult to tell on the video, but I can see that he is running at least a decent helmet, with which our tracer rounds would struggle. I was hoping they would go for the loot, but when his teammate exits the souvenir shop as well and they start making their way south around the east wing, we have to try for a shot. Maybe we'll get lucky. I killed one. So after dropping the first guy, we Homer Simpson back into the bush and relocate. This is honestly the single most important and most valuable tip I can give anyone who's playing and starting to learn Tarkov. Oh yeah, we killed one, hell yeah. Unless you're an absolute god with good gear, you always want to be flanking as a solo player. Especially against teams. If you turn the roles around, for them, this is the absolute worst. The guy who's still alive is stressed out with uncertainty and his buddy is dead. They know roughly where from, but I don't think they ever got a clear visual on me. So what do? Push blindly towards someone who has to drop on you? Do you camp the body and give up all of your mobility? In this case, he chooses to fall back. Meanwhile, we pull a flank because I know I'm severely undergeared against the helmet guy with the M4. I hope this guy doesn't peek down. I need to go all the way around that side. All the way around. Hope there's not gonna be any guy in the east shooting at us. If I face this guy head on, I'm so dead. It's the only chance. We have to. I might even jump up on the chopper. No! Should have born in heaven, bro. There you go. I want to check the guy on the roof, see if he has actual good kit. Sorry. Oh my god. I've done all that I can with that kit, mate. These guys also ditched their backpack to loot some guy outside. Oh no, it's just a random backpack. Very well. Alright, so this gun gave away that I knew these guys were here. Oh boy. I need to come back for this. Hold up. Now I'm totally 100% in squirrel mode now. So I make a stash of my stuff. Like this. I think we can get rid of the fuck, let's sort it out in a little bit. See? These are my nuts for the winter. Yeah, this is 100% squirrel mode. Because I don't want to check out everything whilst laying here on the floor with a purple backpack. It's going to be really bad. Wait, what are you doing to me? Like, this stuff already takes way too long. Alright, so after we did the squirrel thing, we collected all of the best nuts and we made it out with some fat loot. I hope this clip goes to show how powerful movement can be. Being calculated in your approach and taking things smart. Leaving your enemies guessing. With that said, it has been already the 15th episode of the Breakdown series. And they go up weekly. It's been an absolute blast, but I feel like the episodes are starting to get a little bit similar and that I've just about covered every single aspect I think one needs to be successful in Tarkov. I love creating these entries, but I don't want to milk them dry. So I might scale them down a little bit to give myself room for other YouTube projects as well. Maybe alternate them with some different Tarkov uploads to diversify a little bit and keep the content fresh. Show some more cinematic style raid videos, different types of guides, etc. Let me know what you think in the comments, if these breakdowns really do start to overlap too much on one another in terms of information. Or do you want to see these regardless, because they are in different environments with different opponents? I want to give you all my thanks for the massive support on the series and the channel so far. It's been absolutely insane. Thank you all so much. Before we close, consider leaving a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Feel free to stop by the live stream over at twitch.tv/crashed and come say hi. We're live 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and we hope to see you there. Bye!